faithful. Hi there. Hope you're well.
Hello, Mike. Hello, Badger. Who else we got in? Kate, how are you doing? Janice, Rachel's mum.
Hello. For her sins.
Sarah's in. Hello, Sarah.
Oh, it's at YouTube. Watch now. PSI Paranormal Investigators is live. Apparently.
It's our Spook Fest. Hello. Mike Williams. Was it Mike? Yeah, it was certainly the first person on that live.
In that chat. Turn it that way a little bit.
Do you want to tilt the camera?
No, there we go. That's it. That'll do. That'll do. Actually, I can go back. Well, I did it too far. That's it.
Hello,
perfect.
Kate.
What experiment are you doing this evening? We're doing the PSI method, Addy. Mark is sitting. And you lot are asking questions. We're changing things up a bit.
Ian's saying he was the first. It's competition who was first on the live chat.
Cool. Ian wins.
We've been age restricted on TikTok. Fancy that.
Do you know what?
Who's reported that? Come on.
God knows. I mean, what have we done?
I might have said the F-bomb.
Yeah, well, that's a French word, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're racists. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for recommendation. Restricted in search results in the last 10 minutes because your live may have shown risks connected to trading or using tobacco. This is in live.
Somebody's reported the live on TikTok. Can you believe it?
Come on.
For tobacco.
Who's reported the live?
Hello,
Don't
Tina.
be a big baby. Don't be a big coward.
He's happy droid in. I didn't see him come in.
Who's reported the live?
I know. You can't go anywhere without somebody reporting your live.
It's absolutely pathetic. That's what you are. I don't know, NASA. Someone's come in, reported it, and buggered off again because they won't run onto it.
So, guys on YouTube, what we're going to do tonight is, I think it's my turn to do the PSI method.
Don't put your fingers near your mouth.
And, yeah.
Really?
So, I'll do it. But what we've said to the TikTok platform is you guys on YouTube and TikTok can ask the questions.
Yes. Hi, Yvonne.
If you type it, don't keep typing and typing because Tony's got to read it and ask it.
And then leave it a couple of minutes for the question to settle.
So it may work, it may not. We're just trying it. We're trying to put a different spin on this experiment.
Yeah, it's a new thing for us. No doubt we'll learn along the way, which we always do.
I am not going to try and pin that Discord link or the TikTok link because last time I did, I cut the live off.
You did?
I can do it if I'm on my desktop, but I'm on my phone.
Well done,
when
sir.
I'm here at Tony's. So, have you had a good weekend, everybody? Good.
Good. Very good, very nice. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Raiders
This will
of
be
the Lost Ark.
interesting. It will, Ian. It will be interesting. It may not work. I may not be linked in tonight. Who knows? It'll be different.
It will be different. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, by the time comes to actually do the experiment, I'll let Matt get comfortable. I won't be sat as close. I'll fold his chair up and I'll be sat on the couch.
On the casting.
Just so I'm aware.
What was that?
I don't know. It's either something on there or there. It usually means we've reached the target or something.
We just heard a noise. We don't know where that came from.
TLC sent friendship necklace.
It's our Spook Fest. Hello.
Thank you very much. That's lovely. Tracy just got the
busy as usual. Happy droid. Yeah, same here. We haven't put many videos up recently on YouTube because we're just doing stuff constantly like yourself.
Yes.
I need to get some more up.
Yes.
I've got the Annabelle project to complete. Annabelle 7, the last one. I've also got how I did the ball coming down the stairs.
Yes.
And RAF Driffield. I've got 3 videos to put up there.
Oh, wonderful.
I need to get
that is
cracking.
always a great place, RAF Driffield. That's a great idea, NASA. Yeah, in fact, if any of you want to read what NASA's just put on, if you take a few questions now and put them forward, then if any related, then go forward with that. So if any of you have a few serious questions to ask now,
yeah, but I haven't got the gear on.
No. I'll put them forward to you.
I think they need to be doing it, thinking it at the same time I'm doing it. Otherwise, it's pointless,
Oh,
isn't it?
hang on.
Do you know what I mean?
And you don't need to see the questions that are coming up, dear.
No.
Yeah.
So it'd be better if you do them while I'm under on the PSI method.
Yeah, there's me
Because
charging forward without thinking about
I'll be in that
things.
frame of mind as well. So
Have you been given a warning? Yeah, we've already been given a warning tonight, Babsy, for what we don't know.
Hello, Babs.
Something tobacco related.
somebody reported us for smoking tobacco.
God knows. I don't know.
Went out of
I don't know.
Went out of cigarette.
No.
I mean, we put the joint out downstairs, so I don't know who's seen that. And I'm joking, by the way. We don't smoke weed.
No, don't go near that muck. They don't call it dope for no reason.
Who's that? Bimble with Bruce, how are you doing?
Hello. Hi, Bruce.
We're keeping well. Who else we got? Happy Mother's Day, yeah. Sorry, Janice.
Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all those ladies out there.
All the mothers and those mothers
Absolutely.
without kids as well.
Yeah, all the mothers and all those grandmas. Happy Mother's Day from me to you. Because I can't say that to my own mum. So
I'm sure she's watching.
I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is. And she's shaking her head saying, what is he doing?
That silly bugger.
As usual.
Have we heard of we have heard of the funeral incident, Jack. Yes, it's nothing to do with my business where I work. It's a completely different company.
Oh, what was that?
There's been 3 branches. I think there's one in Hull. Tina will know. Tina will put it up on the screen. They've closed 3 down for investigation with something to do with the deceased bodies.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to say without saying it.
No, I'm not going to say you are joking because you're obviously, this sounds serious.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, Jack, I have obviously working in the industry. I've heard about that. Yeah,
That is grim. That is absolutely grim.
that's what everybody's thinking it is. It hasn't been, put out on the media yet.
Oh, maybe because Mark was eating a pencil earlier, thought it was a cigarette.
I wasn't eating a pencil. I was just holding it like this. Has it got trackers on TikTok? What if I'm doing stuff like that with a pencil? They think it's a cig.
I don't know. I do not know.
Hessel Road, Andleby and Beverley. Tina just said.
Oh, yeah. So it's someone who works at all those 3 branches, isn't it?
It could possibly be one of the embalmers, to be honest. It's not good.
Oh, no, the mind boggles. The mind boggles. I hope it's not that.
I hope it's not
I
that.
hope
but
it's not that.
Families are very distraught.
For the love of God.
As there will be. It's just, I have heard about that sort of thing before, and it's just not right.
Well, Babsy says there has been an update on the funeral places.
What's the update, Babs? Because that's all I know.
Addy's saying, yes, AI will monitor and check for children smoking or anything that goes against standards.
Oh. So because I had hold of a pen. So if somebody got a pen.
Don't do it.
We've already been done.
Even AI is a snowflake.
AI
I can't believe it. It's being brought up to be a snowflake. That's so what? No wonder what upped.
I don't know. Janice, I hope Rachel has spoiled you today.
Yay! Not what you are thinking. Something to do with burials, apparently.
What? No. I don't think so. They wouldn't shut the branch because of that. And I know they wouldn't.
Hang on, what kind of burial? Hey, bad Tony.
I don't know. I can't. I know what you're saying.
It was on Hull Live.
I can't see them. They may be keeping it, closed and making something, just putting something out there. But they wouldn't, if it was a wrong burial or anything like that, they wouldn't close the branch down.
No.
They'd have to pay for an exhumation.
Yeah.
And get that sorted out, which could take a couple of weeks.
Flipping heck.
But they wouldn't close the branch down or the funeral.
Either way, it doesn't sound good.
No,
Either way, it doesn't sound good. And I just hope it's not what we're all thinking.
Yeah. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense, does it? Your mum's not joining tonight. No worries.
Dear me.
They probably lost the body. It wouldn't be a first time that sort of thing has
Lost the
happened.
body?
Not with my company, by the way.
They've taken the rest of the body to Hull mortuary. There's paranormal investigators.
See, why would they do that if there was a problem with a burial? I think that's just...
They've taken bodies to the mortuary for investigation.
Yeah, but it's not a burial. That can't be about burials.
No.
It's not. That'll be for forensic testing and stuff. That's all it can be. Because they come from the mortuary in the first place after they've had a PM, then come to the funeral home. It's just not right. I'm not saying it is that, but that's what other people are saying who work in the industry. Yeah. Sick. Poor family of deceased. Yeah, exactly.
I'm aghast at that. Let's hope it. Yeah,
Savile-esque thing.
Let's hope it isn't. Let's just hope it isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I know what happens if these problems with burials and they don't close the branch and they don't send the bodies back for testing.
What would they need to test if it was about burials? Nothing.
They couldn't, because they'd be in the ground, and you can't just take a body back out the ground without that paperwork and that order, basically.
Yeah.
So it's
the exhumation order.
Yeah.
Grim.
There is some sick people. So I heard about a similar thing somewhere down, I'm not sure where, if it was Sheffield or Leeds. This was a few years back, and somebody had broken into one of the branches, broke in through the roof, and it was alleged that they was after stealing jewellery off deceased by going in the coffins, but then they had a plague with them, basically.
God.
And I think, me personally, they should be done for rape, because even though they're dead and they still can't, they say, oh yeah, go on then, can they? They're not given permission.
I don't think the law specifies that human has to be alive or dead, does it?
There is something, yeah. There was.
Oh, is there?
They wanted him for rape, but they couldn't get it. They got him for something else.
Right.
Because obviously they've passed, and it's still not right. I don't agree with it.
No, of course
to me,
isn't.
it's still a body and it's still a person.
Yeah.
Even though they've passed on, the spirit might not be there, but it's not right.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not right. NASA says nothing would shock me at this stage. There's a lot of sick people about. There is. Yvonne says not normal. Absolutely.
There is some sick people out there, yeah.
Is necrophilia not illegal? It is illegal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But you guys Google it. You tell us.
Yeah. That's going to be the sickest of the sick.
It's not right. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's all over the news in Hull.
That's going to be another black mark for Hull, isn't it? People are going to be coming up with all kinds of jokes about people in Hull and dead people now, because that's what people do.
I mean, the thing is as well, I mean, that company's just, they can forget about it now anyway. They'll get closed down.
I hope they do. Well, no, I don't hope they do. That'll be rotten if it's down to one person.
Jack, you don't have to be sorry to say. We already knew about it. I knew about it a few days ago, in fact. Because obviously working in that sort of industry, you wear everything.
Oh, God.
So let's get on with this experiment.
Yeah, let's get on with the experimente. I was going to say that.
We're being told to move on because it's grim.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's move on because it is grim. But not classed as the other. TikTok won't allow the word. Right.
Your sister's moved to Hull. Oh, cool. It's a big place. Yeah.
It's a sprawling metropolis.
To be fair, if I had the opportunity to move out of Hull, I would. I'm not that keen. I've never been keen on Hull.
So it's not so bad living at the extremities. I'm only just within the Hull border here. And 200 yards up in that direction, you're in the East Riding.
Yeah. Move to Wales? No, I don't want to go to Wales.
It's not too bad here.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind living on the outskirts. I'd maybe go. I'd do Beverley.
Andy Beverley's not what it was.
No, but
you know, and yeah,
it's better to walk around safer. Although you get them type of people everywhere. But
yeah, of course.
Sarah's 40 miles from Hull. Are you from? Where are you from? York area, is it?
NASA says, yeah, I'm not a city/town person.
No, I'm not. I mean,
I don't think I am deep down.
We lived in Withensea in the country for
Babsy,
7 years.
Do you not like Hull, Mark? What's wrong with it?
What's right with it?
Ha ha! Touche. I used to travel up and down the country a lot in my old job, and I must admit, coming back to Hull was a bit of a breath of fresh air sometimes, really.
I know, it's
because
home is where your heart is. But
yeah, I know, but I've been to some of these places, and some of the places I had to drive through as well to get to my destination. I thought, God, I would not want to live here rent-free. Seriously, yeah, and that was a lot of places. Joe Taylor's great-grandparents are from Beverley.
You're 80 miles from Hull and 24 hours from Tulsa. As I spoke first, got Hull up in Massachusetts. Happy Droids, happy where he is. It's cold and damp here in Scotland.
Scotland. Yes.
It's being in the southeast.
One of the beaches in Scotland I went to when I was a kid, because one of Mum's colleagues moved up to Scotland, Leslie Featon. And they were always good friends. So we used to visit Scotland kind of quite regularly. And one of my best memories, and you know what? We were kids at the time, and I can't remember whether it was on the anywhere on the East Coast or the West Coast. I cannot remember. But I do remember visiting the beach one day, one of these Scottish beaches. And I tell you what, it was so damn hot. It was unbelievable. It was like the Mediterranean. Mm. And there was this like salt water like pool that had been made out in all the sand and in all the rocks. Yeah. And that was like a lukewarm bath. And it was just fantastic. And that was a beach in Scotland. And I still think back to that. I cannot remember for the life of me where it was. But it was, but you know.
Was it very good, very nice?
It was better than that.
Was it?
Yeah. It was better than very good, very nice. But it was just wonderful. It was a lovely beach.
He's a country girl.
And it was hot.
It's pouring down in West Midlands.
And I couldn't work it out. Why is that? Is there anywhere hot like that? Little pockets of hotness in Scotland, or is it just my imagination?
Right, let's do this. Let's do this, because this is going to take...
Let's do it.
Does it matter which side I have these on?
Yes, it does. Have the microphones to the front. Other way. That's it. Don't you know that by now, Mark?
Where's the gogs?
We've just had them there, right here. There you go.
Can I stick that there? So, if anybody has reactions to strobe lighting, seizures, or anything, please do not watch this experiment.
Yeah, there is going to be a strobing red light, guys. And please don't have a grand mal seizure on our account.
Beaches on the east coastal sides of Scotland. More rocky. All right. So don't forget, guys, if once this starts going, whence is that the correct word?
It is, but a very, very old word. We don't generally use it anymore.
Spirit's already working. It's coming through, isn't it? Going very Yorkshire. So when I'm going with this, if you want to ask a question, put it up on the screen. Don't fire hundreds at once, and Tony will read it out at the correct moment he thinks. You know what I mean? So obviously he won't be repeating. He's going to be watching both screens. Can you see both screens?
Yeah, I can see, but I can't sit back there. I'm going to have to remain sitting up here. Do you know, I really think Toby Ann's got something going on with you, because tonight she says Mark sees strobes in his other job as well as a pole dancer. And it was wanting to see you as a mermaid the other night. And also something else.
So Toby Ann wasn't very well last time, was she? She said
I think she was delirious and hallucinating, bless her. But you know, she's carrying on with it. So it sounds like she's still ill. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Happy Droidy said, wait till I get the goggles out to you to test.
Oh yeah.
If you all get possessed, it's not my fault.
Excellent.
It won't be the first time.
Yeah, brilliant. Cannot wait.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I'm going to turn this main light off.
It's going to be cool.
It is. It's going to be very, very good indeed. Right, monkey.
Alexa, turn off screen. You have to say when. Alexa, turn light red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off screen.
That's it. Good. Right, so guys, I'm going to have to monitor both feeds here. So,
You know, a bit closer to that strobe, I think, without knocking anything over.
Well,
That's it.
Are you sure? Because that goes really tall, and you can have it right on the floor in front of you if you want.
No, it's all right there.
Right.
Some headphones.
Right, I'll just turn them on.
Yeah, it's on.
That's it, yeah. We're moving.
Put strobe on. It's gone, I can't. It's gone. It's...
Alexa, dim light.
Okay.
Is there a white light over there?
Alexa, turn off screen.
Yes.
Right, okay. All right, guys, so that's the experiment begun. And the time is...
I'm seeing movement in the red light, but I think that could be my eyes adjusting.
8:23.
And I'm also hearing mumbling in this white noise, almost as if somebody's praying, but I can't make it out.
Oh, well, like mantras. Could be.
Black lines in the red light.
Black labs, no, black lines. Like black lines in the red light.
could see like this image kind of popped into my head. I don't know what it means. It's like dark oak cross on a wall, big one. It's in a church. And I'm still hearing praying. Timber frame church. Like a swirling motion.
So we're going to take the first question from the TikTok live. So it's going to be the first question that comes up. What do you want to ask Mark?
I heard the name Karen. Karen Doyle? Mother.
Okay, so if anybody does have a question for Mark, we'll take the first one from the TikTok live, okay?
Oh, somebody moved really close to me there. Saint Catherine. I'm sitting on outside of this church and there's like daffodils.
Does Mark recognise
No.
the church? Oh, right. Does Mark recognise the church? No. Hi, Diana. We're doing the PSI method.
Really high pitched. This weird swelling, what keeps kind of rushing at me into the face. It's not a person or anything. It's just like this weird energy. I don't know why talking about a church roof. What is it about the church today? The tiles. Catherine.
Toby Ann is asking, she jumped from the roof. So presumably Toby Ann is asking, did Catherine jump from the roof?
Continuous praying in the background. Mary. There isn't a surname. It's just praying to Mary. Did you move, Tony? I'm feeling movement around the chair. Like the floor moved.
No, just sat still, just sat here.
There's somebody touching my head at the left side. I don't know. Are you aware?
So if anybody's got any questions to ask Mark,
Hell?
I'm going to take a question off the YouTube live. So if anybody's got a question you want to ask Mark while he's in this receptive state,
Nichols. I'm lost.
Deanna's just asked, what does he see now? And Mark said, I'm lost.
I want my mum. Ooh. Something moved really close then. Swelling all around my face. Ooh. Freezing. Amy.
Yeah, if you have a question on the YouTube live, all right, okay. What year?
So this song just
Was
came
it?
into my head. I don't know who sings it. It's where they're singing, I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know what relevance that is. Shaking to the left. Is this table shaking? Shaking. I can feel shaking to the left.
So I'm going to ask that question again, Mark. What year is it?
Cold, Tony. Cold breeze.
(1966), John Denver.
I'm feeling like I'm being touched.
Does anybody have a question on the TikTok live? You've got your opportunity to throw a question at Mark through me while Mark's in this receptive state.
I can't help it.
No,
Suddenly felt
no temperature difference.
like I've gone into this big void. Freezing on my hand. Can't find my mum. Amy. It's Amy. There's somebody called Amy.
Diana has just asked, does he think it's a child? And Mark has just said, I can't find my mum. All right, interesting. That was a good response.
So the table to the left of me again, Tony, feels like it's shaking. Am I touching it? Somebody touched the back of the chair. Amy. I don't know.
When he mentioned jet planes,
Just aware that I'm in this big, like,
due to a crash.
Space of nothing. I'm surrounded by just darkness. There's nothing. Tap, 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 tap.
Yvonne says, is somebody warning him for something? So, Mark, is somebody warning
Freezing.
you? Is somebody warning you
Tap,
for something?
tap. I can't see anything else. It's weird. I am aware of something that doesn't feel very good. You're not getting out. That's what it just said to me. Male voice. I don't know. I don't know where I am.
Deanna says, how is he feeling? And Mark says, I don't know. I don't know where I am.
Tap, tapping. This thing, what isn't very nice, it's using foul language. Doesn't like me. Shaking, shaking again. Tony, can you feel anything?
Good evening, Amanda. Great to have you with us.
Shaking to the left again.
Shaking to the left.
Is there any traffic passing on the road?
No. No traffic passing on the road. Deanna asks, have they lost their dad too?
I'm following you.
So Deanna asks, have they lost their dad too? So whoever's communicating with Mark, a question for you. Have you lost your dad too? That is the question we're expecting an answer to, okay?
No, no, no.
No. Okay, thank you. Yvonne is asking,
Bang. Was there a door slam?
okay. Right, there was no door slam.
So there's a name I cannot pronounce. Don't know. I don't even say that. Serenayach something. Something that's similar to that. I don't know. It's called. It's weird this because normally there's something about, and there's just like a big void. What is so cold? Weird big eyes. Got like black and green. Tap, 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 tap. I don't know. It's
So again, Deanna has asked, did they pass away in the sea due to a plane crash? And Mark has just said, I don't know.
says something's making me feel sick. There's something's not right. It's something dark. I'm watching. God, so angry. Dude, I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Okay. All right then. So, Alexa, turn light white.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Well, that was interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That sounds like it was a little bit strange.
I still got that feeling on me. It doesn't feel right. It's like a.
Yeah, you said
something negative.
You referred to something moving on your left quite a lot, and there's just the rest of the computer table there.
Was it shaking?
No traffic, no slamming doors, no shaking, no nothing. Right, I'm just going to turn the main lamp on again.
Weird.
Very strange.
Do you know what I've been thinking about?
Boobs.
Well, obviously.
Duh.
I'm gonna do a few more sessions. You know, when I'm at home, and I'll
Yes.
just film myself doing this experiment.
All right.
Because I don't know. It's weird. Weird.
Right. Okay.
Pray tell. How long was we doing it?
Well, we started at 8:23.
I thought about 15 minutes, maybe.
So round about 25 minutes, just under 25 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. Did it feel like we were doing it for that long? Did it feel like that to you?
No, to be honest, when I do this experiment, I go into like a relaxed state. It makes me relaxed.
Yeah.
I could just sit there all day, to be honest.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't it? Excellent. Right. So let's go through. Right. So from the beginning, 8:23 we started. Oh, that's the time I logged. And we were a couple of minutes into it, and then the first thing you said was mumbling, like praying, can't make it out.
Yeah, I was like, it's almost as like I think it was like a medieval church. Something.
Right. Okay.
I still feel a bit sick of that.
And he said there's black lines in the red light. This is just, we'd only just started the experiment at this point. He said there are black lines in the red light. 8:24, which is a minute later, can see an image in my head. Don't know what it means. Big dark oak cross in a church, still hearing praying.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it more like a chant? Was it more like a Gregorian chant than a prayer? Is that what you...
It was continuous.
Right, okay.
And it was like, I couldn't make it out what it was. It sounded like one person.
Right, all right.
Mumbling, and it was like more of a deep mumble. So I'll have to say it was Mill.
Right, okay. So like going on and on, more like a mantra. Was it the same thing over and over?
Yeah, but I think it was a prayer of some kind.
All right, okay. Okie doke. 8:25. You say timber fronted church.
Timber framed.
Sorry, timber framed church.
Yeah,
Right,
I was trying to look round, and I could, when you get them thick beams, it was like that dark oak stain. It just everywhere. It was a really old building.
Right.
It was going up into the rafters.
Yeah. So you say timber framed church, like a swirling motion.
Yeah.
I heard the name Karen Doyle.
Is that
Mother.
Did I say that?
Yeah. I heard the name Karen Doyle. Mother.
I don't remember saying that. Did I?
Yeah. I was at 8:25. We were a couple of minutes into the experiment.
Right.
8:26. Oh, someone moved really close to me there.
Do you know what? I've got a real high buzzing in my ears. Really high pitch buzzing.
Right. So it's probably just a temporary reaction to that white noise.
Go on, yeah, what was you saying? Sorry.
So you said, "Ooh, someone moved really close to me there."
Yeah, do you know, when you're obviously looking at in front of you, and it feels like there's somebody come at you like that real quick, but it's not an actual person. It was more like an energy.
Right. Okay. So you say, St. Catherine, seeing outside of this church, I see daffodils.
Yeah, see, daffodils to me would represent yellow Easter. Something about Easter.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course it would. Yeah. And then Babsy put a question up. Does Mark recognise the church? And immediately you said no.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all on there. It's all
right.
Witnessed. Yeah.
Right.
8:28. You say I can hear a really high pitch. There's a weird swirling that keeps rushing at my face. A weird energy.
Right.
8:29. Talking about the church roof. What is it about the church?
Yeah.
The tiles. Catherine.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
I don't.
Toby Ann says she jumped from the roof? Question mark.
I don't know. I was just like, I mean, it's always been an ongoing thing, hasn't it? When I suppose churches are always after funds to get the roof done.
Of course, yeah. It seems to be the first thing that goes, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know. Something to do with the roof. I mean, if this can be researched, then that could maybe, I don't know, maybe fall into place.
Still at 8:29, you say continuous praying in the background.
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah, as if the prayer was about Mary.
So
or to Mary.
You think it's so
Catholic.
Catholic then?
Yeah.
Yeah. There isn't a surname, just praying to Mary.
Hail Mary, Mother of God, blah, blah, blah. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
That's the
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Hail Mary, full of grace. 8:31. Did you move, Tony? It was like the floor moved.
Yeah, I felt that move. I did feel the floor move.
Right. The floor didn't move.
Right.
By the way, there was no vibration through anything. It's just as quiet now as it was through the experiment. Someone's touching my head, left side.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing it.
Then you say, "Are you aware?" Help! It's Amy Nichols.
Amy Nichols. That rings a bell. I don't know why.
Then at 8:32, Diana asks, "What does he see now?" And then you immediately say, "I'm lost. I want my mum."
Right.
Ooh, something moved close to me, swirling around my face. My hands are freezing.
Yeah, was it cold?
No.
We should have had the thermal, shouldn't we?
Yeah, no, I've got the heating on, and it's just warm.
It was this Amy was looking for her mum. That was it.
Right, okay.
Was that only young?
And sorry, I couldn't see the name, but then at 8:34, one of the viewers on YouTube asked, "What year is it?" And then you say, "I'm leaving on a jet plane song." Don't know what relevance that has. Apparently, someone looked it up and it's 1966.
Right.
John Denver.
Right.
Is that a reference to the date?
I don't know.
You know,
I do actually remember saying that, but I don't know why. Things just pop in your head when you're doing this, and you don't know why it's
Absolutely.
there. So I just say what's there.
It is just so important to say everything in this experiment and get it documented, and then separate the wheat from the chaff later on. But I think that is a reference to a date. Someone not knowing a date, but knowing when a song was,
Right.
and then we can probably get a cross reference to a date.
Right.
I feel shaking to the left.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this side.
Yeah. Then someone asks again, 8:35, "What year is it?" That's it. And then you say, "Cold, Tony, cold breeze." And then the answer to that was 1966, John Denver. "I'm leaving on a jet plane.
Right.
Don't know when I'll be back again."
Yeah, don't know why.
8:36. You say, "I can't help it." Suddenly felt like I'd gone into a big void. My hands are freezing.
Yeah, it was like this. It's weird to explain, as you know yourself, when you're doing this, because you're getting obviously the red strobe flashing in your face, but all of a sudden, that red strobe just opened up, and there was a massive void.
Right.
And it was all black. There was blackness.
Right.
It kind of changed. The whole thing changed from that point.
Right.
It's something different.
Yeah. All right, okay. Well, prepare to have a chill run down your spine.
Right.
For this next response. Deanna asks again on the TikTok feed, "Does he think it's a child?" And straight away you answer, "I can't find my mum."
Right. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird. Yeah. In fact, you kind of like answered it as Deanna's message came onto the screen.
Right.
"I can't find my mum. Does he think it's a child?" Which is in itself just a bit weird. The table to the left is shaking. Am I touching it? Someone touching the back of the chair.
Yeah.
Which is such a common thing with this experiment.
Yeah, to be honest, it felt like there was somebody stood behind me as well.
Yeah.
But I thought they had their hands on the back of the chair.
Those sensations of touch all the time. It's strange. And then you say, Amy,
yeah, all I can presume is there's a spirit of Amy about. I can't prove it, but I don't know why that was there.
And then again, I can't remember. I was writing things down too quick, but I do remember at this point another TikTok question. Do you think it was? Do you think it was an aircraft accident over the ocean? And then 8:38, and then you say, "I don't know." I'm aware that I'm in a space with just nothing.
Nothing.
There's darkness. Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't get anything about
tap.
a plane, nothing
No.
about an aeroplane.
Tap, 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 tap.
tap.
You know what that's like? That's like when someone's in a submerged hull of something in the sea and they're tapping on the hull to get
Tap,
to get response.
It,
Bang, 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 bang.
there was a pattern every time. It was 4. I'm sure it was 4 taps.
Right. Yeah, that's just sprung to mind. Let's see what some of these comments say. Nasamura says medieval type church. It's an old timber framed church. So
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you for the rose, Linda. Nasamura says that the rosary. Can I just say Amanda worked at St. Catherine's in Hull with the
Is it St.
With the-
Catherine's in Hull?
with the nuns, and there is a church close by.
Who said that?
Babsy, Amanda worked there.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You have to see if you can find out any of them names.
Amanda said, I was thinking this. Deanna says, this was crazy. A Watchman 1492 says, as a preparation before going in, can you manufacture a particular setting or environment you want? No, that's a great question, but we just prefer to go in completely blank, no expectations.
I did see some pop up by Apidroid there. I'll just read that one because this could be interesting. Might be interesting to include EMS into the experiment. EMS is a type of TENS stimulation, electronic muscle stimulation.
Yeah.
We are aware that the heart rate goes up and your blood pressure goes up when you do this because we've monitored that.
Yeah, we have, but that only seems to be a response
when something happens.
When something happens in the experiment, you don't just go into the experiment, then all these things elevate.
Yeah.
No, it seems to be like you've still got your normal physiological responses. Yeah, when you get a shock or you feel a movement, and that which actually goes with what the sitter says, you can actually tally these responses up physically and also verbally, and that's interesting. But now that we've made that connection, we kind of don't do it anymore because we did wonder. And then we did it for a number of times, didn't we? Okay. They're having so someone's having the same kind of like fright or shock responses in this experiment as they would in real life, which was interesting.
So your body actually manifests it, even though you're just seeing it in your head.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's physically manifesting that fear. You're actually experiencing it. Yeah. Really crazy, but so great. This is a great experiment. It's the only experiment like this to do the PSI method. It is the only way.
What happened after that then? What are we up to in the book?
Right, okay. So Babsy sent a pic to the messenger group as maybe of that place we were just talking about. I think we're down to the end of the messages now. Right, okay.
I'll catch up with YouTube after this.
Absolutely. So Yvonne said, is somebody warning you about something? Or is somebody warning you for something and then you say tap, 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 tap?
It was a warning for all the wrong reasons. That it was negative. There was a bad feeling to it. And I know when I get that feeling that it's get out time, basically.
Yeah, that's just your discernment, isn't it? Your spiritual discernment.
Every location I've been in, when I've felt that, I get out. And I don't feel that very often.
No, it is unhealthy to stay. I think we've both been through that, haven't we?
Yeah.
We know when to get out. You can't explain it. Your gut tells you. And your gut tells you before your head works it out, so you just pack up and get out.
There was a
feeling.
There was another consciousness there. What I could feel, and it wasn't good. It was negative.
Well, at 8:40, you say, I'm aware that something's here that doesn't feel very good.
Yeah.
You're not getting out. It's just said to me. It's a male voice.
You're not getting out.
Deanna asks. This is at 8:40. Deanna asks, how is he feeling? At 8:41, he says, I don't know. I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
This thing is using foul language. I can
Yeah.
feel shaking again.
It was swearing at me.
Tony, can you feel anything? At that point, I turn to the feed and say, no, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Right.
It felt like it was just shaking. Like, imagine a little earthquake and the desks are doing this. That's how it felt to me. When I could feel something bad. It was mainly here. It was at this side.
Right.
But the shaking was over that side.
That's strange. At 8:42, Deanna asks another question. Deanna asks, have they lost their dad too? At 8:43, you say no.
Did I?
Yeah.
Right.
Then at 8:44, you say, bang. Slamming, was that a slamming door?
Yeah, I heard a big slam.
No.
No?
No. Then you said there was a name I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Sereniath. Sereniath.
Do you remember where,
Something similar.
like, I don't want to say, I mean, don't want to use the word foreigners, but
People who are indigenous to this country.
yeah, almost Hebrew. That's all I can, because it was like, yeah, when they're hooking up and
All right, okay.
phlegm.
Yeah.
It was like taught like that, and I thought, I can't even say that. I can't even pronounce it.
Right.
But it was something like that.
Right.
So it might not be spot on. It was around that sort of word. If that rings a bell with anybody, I don't know.
The word I got down here was Sereniath.
Right.
Sereniath. Or you say something similar.
Yeah, because
8:45, you say there's a big void that is so cold, it's weird.
Mm.
Weird big eyes, black and green.
Yeah,
Tap, tap, tap.
there was at the front. These like at first it was one that appeared almost reptilian. How weird is that?
It sounds like a frog, yeah.
And then it
Almost
disappeared, and then it was two formed, and then it just went.
Right.
But it was so cold.
Then you say, I don't know. I don't know.
Normally in that void, what I'm talking about, I can see and feel things moving about. Other spirit energy, if you like, if you want to put that. But it was nothing, it was just empty. And I thought, well, why? There's normally something. But it could have been because there was this something negative there, why that everything else wasn't there. I don't know. That's the impression I got.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. And then Diana, did they pass in the sea due to a plane crash?
Right.
At 8:46, that is, and to which you answer, I don't know. Again, I don't know.
How weird is that?
Some things making me feel sick.
So we can't see what's on the screen anyway. I mean,
No.
I'm doing that.
No.
That is weird, isn't it?
Something making me feel sick. Something dark. I'm watching. I'm so angry.
Yeah, it was bad energy, that.
I'm going to stop. That was the end of the experiment.
And normally I hang around that sort of energy for a bit just to see if I can figure out who it is or what it is. But I thought, making me feel sick. So I just come out. That's some weird shite. That was a weird one.
It gets weirder and weirder, doesn't it?
I'll just better catch up on this.
It's good. Yeah, if you just catch up on the you Yam Chow comments.
Medieval church would make sense. There's more than one St. Catherine, but that was popular in medieval time. Even cults, says Neville. Let me just scroll back up. St. Catherine was executed for defending. They tried killing her on a wooden wheel, and that's where the Catherine wheel comes from. Christian faith, yeah. The wheel didn't kill her, so they beheaded her.
Oh, that was a bit harsh.
I didn't Hail Mary full of grace, and we found a parking space.
Ah.
I feel like the body of water is the void that they fell into. I didn't feel like there was water. It didn't feel like that at all. It was just a space. There was no plane. There was
Just
no
devoid
water.
of everything. Just
You know,
nothing.
I mean, I could have made that fit to you guys' story, and I'm not going to because it didn't feel like that. So I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Might be interesting to, we've read that bit. I asked about plane flight to get that date. The plane again. Did I say about a plane flight?
I didn't mention a plane, did I?
No, you didn't. No, it was Diana who was asking, do you think it's got something to do with a downed plane over the ocean?
Excuse me. Apidroid is saying be a complete sensory overload. Oh yeah, if we put that stimulation in. Look really concerned. Body manifesting.
Yeah, you see, when I feel negative energy like that, there's always a concern because when I've felt things like that before and I've gone home, it's come home with me.
When we've been to cemeteries and things, Talking about the body manifesting the mind, I'm sure I've read an article about hypnotists suggesting a dog encountered to someone allergic to dogs and cats. They've got a reaction. This experiment can trigger the body's fight or flight because the body can't figure out if it's dangerous or safe. Missing two vital sensory information. It can feel a bit freaky. It certainly can, Happy Droid.
And Babs is saying...
Badger's gone. Sorry, Badger, didn't see that.
And Babs is saying, I think the song Leaving on a Jet Plane, that's where the airplane bit came from, right? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you said there was a question asked at the same time about a date, and I replied with that.
Yeah.
And I said,
yeah, that's
I
right.
do not know what this means, but it just jumped in my head.
I'm leaving on a jet plane, which was John Denver, 1966. Yeah. You can always get a date from when there was a song out, which is maybe come from somebody who wasn't sure of the date, but who knew that the song was around at the time. I don't know. It could be I'm reaching, but trying to do it in a logical kind of way.
The thing is, right, if we ever meet, obviously, some of the mods from further away, and some of the guy, I think Tracy was on about this, they can try this experiment. The only difference
Absolutely.
is we've been doing this on and off for 12 years, so our brain has kind of developed this, we can kind of get jumped straight into it. Yeah. It may take a bit longer, you guys, but I think you should try it.
I think so as well. I really think so. It took us a few attempts to, I don't know if it's having the guts to come out with something that may sound stupid, but we've learned through the years and down the line, just say it, just come out with it, because that abstract thing that you think may sound silly, or that people might think I'm waking it up, move on from that, because that might be in reference to a question that's just been asked.
There's an interesting one here from, Mike said he'll give it a try. Cool. Yeah, Mike, you can try it.
Yeah.
Bimble with Bruce said, can I ask how you've trained yourself to go into a trance-like state, and could I be able to do the same?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for myself and Tony as well. I don't know how many years Tony's been doing it, but I was involved with a spiritualist church where we did trance mediumship and stage readings and things like that. And you can't learn, you fall into it. I started learning using meditation and breathing techniques, which is pretty much why I can jump straight into this one, because I'm already within a minute or so, I'm in that state, I'm ready to go. But you do kind of work with it over the years and you learn how to do it. It just kind of happens. I don't know if it's like that for you, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know why? It's because if you want anything to happen, it's down to lots and lots of practice. It took me, crikey, it must have taken me 7 months to learn a technique that sent me straight to sleep on a night. Right. And I used something really, really similar when going into this, just to get that relaxation, almost on the cusp of sleep. And then
I can almost do it as well. When we go on location, and I always give you feedback, and you give me feedback how it feels on the location.
Yes,
we're using that technique as well, even though we're not in a trance as such, but we're aware. You're just trying to
be as open and as alpha wavy as possible.
Yeah. Forget what you know. It's just you've got to feel your surroundings, and you can do that. You can see your surroundings even if you've got your eyes closed. As weird as that sounds.
But why the red light? It's because, right, Yvonne, if it was any other colour, if the strobe was any other colour than red, it would be unnatural. Because the light you see when you have light shining in your eyes is a red anyway. And do you know what? There's a scientific name for that shade of red that you see through your eyelids, but I cannot remember what it is. And it's kind of like that. It's that natural light that your eyes see.
It's a more gentle colour as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's pulsing. And that way, it kind of overloads your visual cortex.
Yeah.
But your brain knows that you're not in any danger. So things just kind of shut off. It's the weirdest thing.
Because you're cutting your sight off and your sound off, but you're flooding them with other things.
Yeah.
So your brain has to react. And you've got to train your brain to do that. It will take a few goes, to be fair.
And also that coupled with knowing that you're in an environment where you are completely safe with people you completely trust, your senses kind of shut. There's no panic there. There's no concern. Your senses shut off because they're just being bombarded. and it's like a blind man whose sense of hearing gets better.
Do you remember the garage on Ezel Road when I did it?
Yes.
I couldn't snap out of it. I put myself in a really deep trance. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I'll pull the video up from YouTube.
The wheel refurbishment place.
I'm like, I was struggling to come out of it. I was aware, but I was struggling, and I hadn't been like that before. It's weird in that place.
It is strange in that place.
Hang on, Happy Droid said the sensory deprivation kit I am developing will put the user into relaxation, almost REM state, by using the theta alpha waves. It will naturally happen.
Cool.
Very good.
Tina, I've just seen that. Sorry.
I can't wait to try that. I cannot wait
We get
to try
talking,
that.
don't we?
Yeah.
We miss it, and the comments actually disappear from our phone as well. We can't see them, so I have to keep touching the screen.
It's a shame you can't swipe like TikTok. I mean, they stay on the screen really big, which is brilliant. But it's that's like a weird feature of the YouTube one. But anyway, I'm sure it has its reasons.
So yeah, Happy Droid Development is developing an all-in-one headset, and if you go over to his channel, you will see the videos he's been putting on, and we're going to test that out for him. It's pretty much the similar method what we're doing here, but it's all-in-one, which is really, really cool.
One compact unit. Toby Ann is saying safe word. I don't think we're doing those kind of things, Toby Ann.
What was that?
Safe word.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
not a sexual thing, right? Before, when we was doing spiritual work, by the way, we are starting a separate PSI channel just for psychic and trance mediumship, tea leaves, tarot reading. It's going to be separate from this channel on YouTube, but it's just going to be all that stuff. But I know what you're saying with safe word. I would always tell Tina a safe word, and this isn't a sexual thing. If I was going into meditation or trance work, I would always say to her, ask me this question, and that question would be, what is my middle lad's name? Because if I had some sort of energy had taken over, if that is possible, that probably wouldn't know that. It wouldn't know that unless it could access my thoughts. But there was always a safe question. What is your son's middle name? Then she would know it was me, rather than something influencing me, if you know what I mean. But again, proving that is different, hard thing, but it does happen. We have used that technique before.
Yeah.
Because if there's a video on YouTube where Tina, it happens to her we did an experiment using a Ouija board, and it wasn't Tina on the board, although it was, and she couldn't snap out of it, and she just sat there laughing. It wasn't a bad energy. She just sat. She couldn't answer any question. Just sat looking and laughing, which is weird.
Yeah.
The safe word probably would be boobs. You're right.
How did we know? Toby says no boom boom. No
boom boom.
That wouldn't be a good experiment. Well, not for TikTok and YouTube. No. There's just extra insurance, Toby. Well, yeah. We can see your point. Yvonne says that was really great. Thank you all. Have a good night. Have a good night, Yvonne.
We do this experiment pretty much every Sunday.
Yeah.
And sometimes if we're on location indoors, we'll do it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep coming back to the channels and watching, because, like I said, Happy Droid is developing a new bit of kit. What's going to be involved with this experiment?
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, both Amanda and Babs have done this experiment as well.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
You can watch after. If anybody's missed it, watch it back on YouTube.
But you know, I mean, I don't know how to explain the responses. That's the weirdest thing. That's the weirdest thing.
Because I can't hear a thing through the headphones apart from the white noise in my ears.
No, you can't. And our mods will say that as well, because obviously they've done the experiment. We invite anybody to do this experiment. Oh, and Tracy, when you're coming down, you'll be doing this experiment as well.
Just reminding her again.
Yeah.
Because we want chocolate cake.
What was that? Neville's saying his sexual safe word is I have an STD. It stops everything instantly.
The Discord link is over there on YouTube. Please join it and carry on the conversations.
I remember seeing this lady who used to live in Cleethorpes. In fact, we're still good friends. We've known each other years, and we used to have a relationship. And one night I went down and I couldn't find her. I said, Linda. She says, I'm upstairs. So, all right, okay. So she sat on the edge of the bed, this big long black coat. And I said, are you all right? And she says, yes, I am, but you're going to do something for me. She said, go and get me a glass of water now, I'm thirsty. I thought, crikey, okay. So I walked down, got her a glass of water, took it back upstairs. I know this sounds like a joke, but it isn't. But it isn't, right? It certainly wasn't on the night it threatened me to death. And she said, so I said, what's going on? What's all this? She went, shut up. She said, I'll tell you exactly how tonight's going to happen. She said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and you're going to do that tonight. And she said, we're going to both enjoy it, and you're going to do so and so, so and so, and I will do this to you, and this, that, and the other. She said, and the safe word is apple. She said, have you got anything to say? I went, yeah, apple. She went, oh, I just thought I'd try something new. I said, I know, but I really don't like that kind of shit.
I probably have missed an Apidroid comment. I can't find it. Oh, the cool thing is anyone can try it for under £10 cheap VR headset and headphones, and will run in an app.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Apidroid is going to make these a line of these to sell. I don't know. So keep going back to Apidroid and have a look. Apple. So we better go. Do you know what? I've had no tea tonight.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, do you want me to make you something, love?
No, I'll get something when I get back. You're all right. I've got to get up for work tomorrow.
All right. What do you mean? If you have my food, you won't get up. Cheeky
Never
bastard.
said a word. So yeah, anybody's welcome to try this when we do it. It's one of them things.
Toby answered, must do that if you're married 26 years.
If people that haven't had a go can try it, because we want the more people to try this, the better.
NASA says, go home and have an apple.
Go home and have an apple.
Yay, role play.
It's like a baby holding an apple. Like that.
Yeah, Callum, thanks. Thank you to all the mods anyway. All the
Yes.
moderators on
Cheers, guys.
TikTok and YouTube. You do an awesome job as always.
Absolutely.
And you certainly run that Discord group as well. You're brilliant. So everybody go over to the Discord group. Carry it on. Thank you for joining us. We will catch you later, guys.
Excellent. Yeah.
That's Tony's bondage mask, by the way.
Oh, yeah. It's my bondage mask, yeah. Anywho.
And that isn't a casting couch. I got told off for calling it a casting couch.
Yeah, the first thing he said, oh, the casting couch. What is wrong with you? Anyway.
Has Tony joined Discord? Babs is asking. I don't know, have you? Not yet.
Yes.
Have you? No.
No.
I better send you a link again.
I
I did send you one last night, but you was probably having a drink and a gaming session.
No, I was going to say we were gaming, weren't we, last night?
Yeah.
Gaming last night, didn't I? But it's you've got to send me a new link because apparently they run out and this, that, and the other. So, but I'm on it. I am on it.
Just can't wait till my son is older to have a jump on the board with me. Right. Yeah, if you're going to use a board, I would recommend just researching them first.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. That's another debate, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, there is so much more to be said about boards. We can argue one way or another.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyhow,
right.
Take care.
Anyway,
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Good night, all. We'll see you soon. Good night to all the moderators on here and YouTube, who Mark said earlier, doing an absolute